Hello and welcome to Barbecue 101. I'm Humble Howard along with barbecue expert Chef Naz Caballero. Chef Naz, my brother, Barbecue Naz.
Barbecue Naz.
It's great to be here with you.
Thank
Now
you.
today, a lot of cooking shows, Naz, they'll tell you what they're going to make, they give you the idea for the recipe, but you don't get to see what it looks like until the very end of the show, right?
But not here.
So Naz, what are we making here today?
We've got a New York strip. We're going to grill that. We're going to complement it with a Basil Arugula Pesto.
Yep.
And we're going to make for a side dish, we're going to do this wonderful little cherry tomato and corn salad. It's an absolute compliment to the steak.
And here's what we'll do. We're going to taste it for you now, give you an idea how good it is, and then you stick around and you'll see how easy it was to make.
I like
Here
this
we go.
part.
You try this?
Cheers, buddy.
I love that we actually start the show. But seriously, I'm going to hug you.
That's really
Why
good.
is it so hot? Stick around. It's Barbecue 101.
I want to know too.
Oh my God. All right, here we are with the setup. You've already seen how it turns out with Barbecue Naz, and we're making a beautiful New York strip steak, Basil Arugula Pesto,
Very
and
well.
a tomato and corn salad.
Very good.
Now,
That's
the
exactly what we're making.
The idea is Naz is going to teach me, and you watch me do it, and you think to yourself, well, if Howard can do it, then anyone can do it. Let's start with the steaks, Naz. What is this, and how do we cook them?
We're going to use a New York strip here today. You can get different cuts of beef. Today we're going to use a New York strip. This one here, when you're looking for a steak, I would suggest looking for, if you look inside the steak, there's all kinds of these white flecks in there. That's marble. Okay. That melts when you're grilling. The outside fat, you don't want to have too much of that, because too much of that, when it melts, you're just going to cause a flare-up. So
I tell you what, speaking of outside fat,
you know.
Naz and I are melting right now.
We are melting.
It's like, hey, let's take the hottest day of the year and go stand by a grill for about a couple hours.
When you see sun, it's time to grill.
That's right. So we got small ones, we got big ones.
Well, this is a New York strip.
Okay.
This is a T-bone. You get a fillet on the left side, and you get a nice New York strip on the right side. You can use cuts like this. This is a ribeye, a T-bone, or a New York strip.
Now, I know you don't like to get too fancy with your steaks. We're just going to make this simple. Little oil.
Yeah, very, very simple. We're going to just give it a coating of oil.
Okay.
You want to get that going? Actually, let's put the steaks on here, Howard.
All right.
I'm going to grab the two steaks, and we're going to do one for you.
Perfect.
And one for me, okay?
Okay, so I'm just going to throw a little oil on the steak.
A little oil. It's very important. We're seasoning it. Some people will season the grill, like put
Okay.
a lot of oil on the
Right.
grill. I like to season my steaks because this way you don't waste too much oil. And while you're doing that, I'm going to add a little salt. Not too much salt, but not too little salt, enough. Very important,
Right.
Make sure you take the steaks out about 15 to 20 minutes out of the fridge so it comes down to room temperature. You don't want to put a cold steak on the grill.
And why is that, sir?
Well, you're going to get uneven cooking. The outside's going to get cooked, the middle's still going to be
hate
raw,
that.
okay? So you got to bring it down to about 10-15 minutes before you actually throw it on the grill. So salt, a little bit of pepper, very simple. And the salt, don't put it on too long before you put it on the grill. These we're going to let these sit right now while we get the salsa and everything else ready to go, okay? So a little bit of pepper. Flip that over again for me, Howard.
Okay.
One more time. Perfect. And then, very simple, coat them. The salts will bring out a lot of the sugars and the natural protein sugars from the meat perfectly just for grilling.
And what's nice about this, I understand, too, is if you just keep it sort of natural, you really get that nice steak, meaty flavor. You're not masking it with
Absolutely.
something.
We're going to grill this. We're looking for those beautiful brown marks.
Okay.
That's caramelization. Those are flavors from grilling. Grilling and barbecuing are two different things. Right now, we're going to do direct grilling. We're going to caramelize and get all those beautiful. We're going to show you how to get cross hash marks on these. You're going to get a beautiful end result, okay?
I'm telling you, this guy loves what he's doing, and he's going to make it super simple for you today. The other thing we're doing is a corn and tomato summer salad and a basil and arugula pesto. You want to do the pesto first?
Yeah, we can start in the pesto.
I think, people seem, is it pesto a simple thing to make? Anytime I see anything that needs to be plugged in, I start to get a little nervous.
Just don't keep your fingers out. Keep your fingers out of there.
So what is in our pesto today?
We're going to use some arugula. Arugula has a nice nutty flavor to it. We're going to get that in there.
All right.
We're going to put the basil. We're also going to put about 1.5 cups of the arugula.
Okay, basil over here.
Yep. You can put the basil right in there.
All of it.
Yep, absolutely. While you're doing that, I'm going to break one of these. You can put those walnuts. That's about 2 tablespoons of walnut. You can use pine nuts. You can use walnuts. You can use almonds. Whatever flavors you want to have. Really.
Now, in every show, we're going to have what we call the PVR moment. And what that's going to be is, if you're recording this or you need to stop at any point to find out what's going on, we're just going to throw the ingredients up. So while we freeze on the screen, you'll see exactly what goes into each and every dish. Because you know what? I hate that when you're watching a click and show. You're like, I'm sorry, did he say basil? Is he from arugula?
I say basil, you say basil.
Basil? So now what are we going to do? A little zest?
A little bit of zest.
I want to try that.
You go right ahead.
I just
Actually, yeah, you're supposed to be doing all this.
I know. Let me just try. Well, yeah, I'm
the right side first of all.
Okay, so
you want to do about a teaspoon of that. Yeah, you keep going.
How do you ever know if it's a teaspoon of lemon zest?
You put it in a bowl and then measure it. I guess I go by eye. I never measure anything, to tell you the truth.
The thing I like about this dish is it sounds cool. It's a basil arugula pesto along with the beautiful steak.
And that's going to be a great topping for the steak. It's a great compliment to the steak.
Okay, so that enough?
Yeah, perfect. That's about a teaspoon right there. We're going to add some oil. You can put the top back on, about 2 tablespoons of oil here.
All right.
While you're doing that.
Please don't oil me up now.
I won't.
I'm frying on it. Okay, this is the part.
Yeah, very simple. Easy.
Is that on?
You got to be nice. Okay. You got to be nice. Perfect.
Look at you.
Now you can actually start.
There's a veteran move. Okay, I'll start doing
pulse.
What?
Not on, pulse.
Okay.
Down. There you go. Let me add some more while you're doing that.
All right.
And look at that. That's all combining beautifully.
How good is this? Stuff that makes noise. A couple of guys in the grill. I tell you what, when we come back, one of the questions people have all the time is, how do you find the perfect grill? A little segment we call Barbecue M.A. And Naz will come back here in a second and tell you how to find the grill that's right for the kind of grilling you're going to do. This is Barbecue 101.
Not bad.
Come on back in a second.
Nice. Not bad.
You smelled it.
You did good, eh?
Aw.
Beautiful. A little more lemon.
Okay, buddy.
What to look for when buying a gas grill. Very simple. There are 4 components of a gas grill, and this was going to simplify your buy. The construction of the grill is very, very important. Look for a well-constructed grill. Give it the shake test. Make sure it's built solid. That's one of the most important things when shopping for a gas grill. Another very important aspect is, come here, I'll show you. You got to get inside the grill. Take the grill apart, look for good quality burners. Make sure they're stainless steel. Not all burners are made of stainless steel. This one is. Look for a burner that has stainless steel built. From there, you go into the heat medium. This is a heat medium flavorizer bar. This covers the burners and deflects the juices away from the burners to help reduce flare-up, helps prolong the life of the burner. Very, very important. These are easy to take out and easy to clean. Very important to make sure that you can clean your grill regularly. From there, you're looking to the most important thing, the cooking grids. These are stainless steel cooking grids. You can get them in cast iron. You can get them in porcelain coated steel. The heavier the cooking grid, the more retention you're going to get from the cooking grid, giving you wonderful sear marks. That's very important. And that's pretty straightforward. The other components you're going to pay for when you're going to shop for a gas grill, the larger the grill, the more you're going to pay for. The more stainless that's involved in the grill, you're going to pay for that. Rotisserie, rear burner, that's a quality feature that you don't get on all grills. If you feel like doing rotisserie cooking, you're going to need one of these. Smoker box, this grill in particular has a smoker box with a burner built in. That's going to give you wonderful smoke flares when you're doing indirect. And my favorite quality feature, the side burner. Having a side burner on a gas grill, you can do so much on a side burner, doing from parboiling stuff to having your side dishes, having your coffee outside when you have guests. That's pretty much it. Those are the 4 quality features. I hope you guys enjoy it.